no, sorry.
What I've just been doing, I've just been leading people how they just watch down the Wake Journal to have a read on the Wake Journal.
Jehovah's Witness.
That's right, yeah. We call round from time to time, doors to doors. I was just encouraging people to think about the thoughts of where the true source of evil comes from today. I'm sure if you look on the news and whatever you read, you find...
Do you hear my theory? As you're telling me yours, I think, if you look at it, human beings are just the same as bacteria. We bred and multiplied and spread, sucked all the goodness from the earth to keep it alive, damaged the ozone layer, ruined the water source. Just the same as bacteria behaves on mouldy bit of fruit, cancer, any virus. We are part of something that's so much bigger, that's too much for our little brains. And all religions, be it Christianity, Judaism, Muslim, or any religion, they all have the same fundamental points which try and make people feel that there's a reason to life and that there's more to it than what there is, when I don't know why people need to have a religion just to be a good person. It is as it is, we are here, get on with each other, make the most of it, and don't do as you would be done to. Yeah, it's possible.
You think it's possible for people to go with each other?
Because if there was a God, he is an evil, nasty, vindictive, horrible character.
In the Old Testament?
The Old Testament, don't you think? He is probably one of the most disgusting characters in all of fiction.
Well, if you actually read the context of what he actually did, and read the surrounds to what he did...
But why believe a book that was written in a language that no longer exists? I'm not to be horrible, because I'm fascinated with religion, it intrigues me, but I really feel all the religions developed at a time when the world wasn't in contact with each other.
Well, if you actually... I mean, obviously that's your theory, but the Bible itself actually says that the world was in contact with each other. Because if you go back to Genesis, and it talks about the Tower of Babel, in Babylon, when Nimrod was building a tower, and God confused all the languages, and everybody from there spread out, taking the the religions with them that they had.
Right. So because we didn't have planes and trains and any way of getting around, people in India who developed their religion didn't know about people in Africa developing their religion and people in England developing theirs. So it proves that there's a human need to want to know, why are we here, what is all this? It proves that.
Every religion, regardless which one it is, take you back to Noah and the flood.
Do you believe in Noah, literally? You believe in Noah?
Literally, yeah.
Because it's written in a book?
No, because it's been proved. I actually I've lost it subsequently, was an article from an explorer that actually went up on Mount Ararat and actually did get as far as the Ark. And that's only been done once in the last 70 years. Because of the mist that surrounds the top of the mountain.
So so God made the world, why did he do such an appalling job of it?
He didn't.
Right.
Put it this way, if you had no building skills, and I said to you, build a house, what sort of job do you reckon you'd make of it? If you didn't know what on earth you would...
Well, then he shouldn't have done it. If he's the ultimate power, he made a big mistake. He owes everyone a sorry.
He built the earth. Mankind has done their own thing with it.
But he made mankind. He's ultimately responsible. Why do religious people... Why is it something good happens, it's thank you, God. So are you James, hello there. But why when something good happens, is it thank you God, oh great God, because all my family's religious, you see, so I was brought up by a religious family. But if something good happens, it's thank you God. If something bad happens, we ignore that. Never mind about that. You know, it screams of insecurity to me, because all Christians are good people, all religious people seem to be very good people on the whole. But I don't know why people need religion to behave to... Just do as you would be done by. If everyone did that, there wouldn't be a problem. There's no... Well, the Bible...
You're actually living by the Bible in what you just said.
But that's fine, but I don't need the Bible
to others as you want done unto you.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that, which is why I think a lot of Christians are good people.
Which is what the Bible actually teaches.
But I don't need the Bible for that. That's just because I believe in...
Gandhi, who wasn't a Christian, actually turned around and said that if everybody tried to live by the Sermon on the Mount that Jesus taught, the world would be a far better place.
Yeah.
But people don't want to. People want to do what they want to do, regardless. And whether they're good, whether they're bad, or whatever, they want their own thing. And it's the same with religions today. If you look at all the religions, you'll find that so many people want this out of religion, and that out of religion, and that.
But look at all the trouble it causes. It's sad. It's really sad. I think personally, they should take religious studies out of school, teach common sense, and just teach that, you know, this is life, this is what you got, get on with each other. And
if they taught the 10 Commandments and nothing else, the world would be a lot better place.
Yeah,
but
I agree, but it doesn't need to have a religious edge. There is
everything
a little old woman.
Everything you do is based on the Ten Commandments, whether it's regardless, don't murder, treat others as you want to treat, etc., etc.
But it's just common sense and basic humanity. It's got nothing to do with God. But the idea of like an old woman who goes to church every Sunday and never does wrong by anybody. Some young lads break into her house and beat her up and steal stuff from her home. A God that allows that to happen, in my opinion, is scum. If he created this, then God is disgusting. I have no fear whatsoever of repercussions from saying this, because Christianity was created to put the fear of God into people, to control the population, to control people. That's what Christianity does. The Bible was written in a language which no longer exists. Contributions were made from lots of different people. Jesus didn't write the Bible. If Jesus had walked this planet and wanted to prove that he was the Son of God, he should have done something miraculous. Not got hung up on a cross and proved to be, the same as the millions of other people at that time who were saying, I'm the Son of God. They're still around today, Jesus was obviously had something about the guy, but it just seems to me a shame that so much trouble and problems is caused by religion, yet what it teaches is all very nice and good, but why has religion needed to have that? And the fact that all these religions did develop at different times before the world was in contact with each other, because it was before planes and cars, it shows that it's a human instinct, because all of us you have a natural fear of dying. It comes down to almost a survival instinct. If you can believe in God, then everything's going to be okay, because when you die it'll all be fine. But in reality, when you die, it's like before you were born, you don't exist. The reason we're having this conversation now is because we've got hearts and brains, and that's only going because they're working. As soon as you stop that, we no longer exist. So,
right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to carry on the discussion, it's a happy hours. I can see everybody looks like they've just look like we've disturbed everybody.
Right. If you leave us with your thing, I will read it, mate.
It's an interesting subject as to evil and where it came from.
Okay.
You'd be surprised actually. I mean, a lot of people that we speak to, regardless of what religion they are today, feel that, if with all the evil that's in the world today, why hasn't God done something about it?
Yeah.
It's a long answer. Something we don't, we try to encourage people to look at the Bible, but as you say, you've got no sort of, if you like, I won't say no respect for the Bible, but you've got no belief that the Bible is actually true.
Because I've read a little bit about the history of the Bible. It was written by contributions from different people, pulled together by the governor at the time who wanted something to help control the people, and it works, because what better fear to put in people to make them behave than the fear of God? Behave, do as I say, or you're going to go to eternal fire. It's
Which is a load of rubbish.
Yeah,
you won't find that in the Bible anywhere.
Right.
Hey, I'll defy you, and I'll come back.
Is that right?
I'll come back in a week, a month, or a year's time, and you show me in the Bible where it says you'll go to eternal torment or hellfire. Hell is not even mentioned in the Bible. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll come back in a week, a month, or a year's time.
It doesn't change anything I've said.
No,
but I didn't
no.
realise
I just say, it's fact. It's a myth. But as you say, people that want to control other people have made up. It doesn't exist. It's not in the Bible.
Anyway, I won't take up any more.
To enjoy the rest of your morning.
One last thing, though, mate. Do you think God did a good job with the world he made, with the tsunamis, with the famine, with how a lot of people? It's easy for us in our houses to think everything's fine.
You can